Hi everyone, it's Christy. Welcome back to another episode of Junk Journal January 2025. And today is day 11, so our tip or prompt for the day is magazine. So I just spent the last hour or so flipping through two or three magazines I had on hand, and I came up with text mostly. What was jumping out at me was different texts. Simple, fun little things like catching your breath, just phrases. The peak of winter. It's January, so the peak of winter. Made for, and fill in the blanks. Be an outsider. Rest easy. Just the word inside. Little tiny one. The on the cover. Oops, stuck into my fingers. Forge your own path. And back to basics. Okay, so it's fun to just go through and look at headlines and see what kind of phrases you can pick out. And let's get busy and glue some of these into the journal. This is just my glue paper, and we will get busy. I'm going to start with this tiny little one before I lose it. It says on the cover, so I am going to glue it on the cover just because I find that humorous. Ta-da! Oops, knocking things over here. All right. On the cover is on my cover. Okay. I have a quirky sense of humor. I find things like that funny. Okay, so let me scoot all this over a little bit more. Stay in the camera area. Okay, so then I had, what was I going to do? I thought since I have the one that says on the cover, I thought I'd put the word inside the cover. Yeah, I know. I can hear you rolling your eyes. But that's okay, because it's my stuff and I'm going to do it how I want it. I'm going to get this back on where you can see it. I'm going to put it right down in here, I think. Okay, and then the peak of winter, I think I will put up here, centered or off, maybe centered. Can you see? Yep, you're still in frame. And if you haven't watched my videos before, I just use this glass bottle for kind of a brayer. It helps. It's like a bone folder, but I just prefers to use the wider surface area of the bottle. Okay, what else? This one I was thinking I would put down here because I had kind of made that semicircle there, and it just fits pretty well. So okay. And rubbing over the thin magazine pages, especially because they're so thin, they'll tend to get air bubbles under it, even with a glue stick. And so this does a really good job of pressing out any of the air bubbles. Okay, what else am I going to do here? I don't remember if I had specific purposes for those. Oh, this one, catching your breath. I was going to put it down here just because it kind of matches the color tones in that, and so I thought that would just look nice there. Do I want it angled? Maybe just, I think I might, I'm just going to tuck it in right under the bottom there. Come on. I'm using Scotch Create glue stick, and it grabs pretty fast, but you have just a couple seconds to straighten it out if you can. Had that on a little bit crooked, but I was able to straighten it out. Now, what was I gonna do next? I think, was it this? I'm trying to find the page I was gonna use next. I think it's this one. Trying to remember, I had a couple different ideas and I don't remember what I finally decided, but I'm gonna stick with this one since that's where I'm at. Not a whole lot of rhyme or reason to this. It's a scene, just someone walking on a boardwalk, and it says back to the basics. It's actually a picture out of Yellowstone National Park, walking on a boardwalk over by some geysers. But I liked the colors. It kind of goes with the, the blues and so forth that I'm using. So I'm going to just use the whole strip, not just the text. I've been watching coverage of the devastating fires in California, and I'm really praying for the people down there. It's such a hard thing. I can't imagine losing your home and everything you own, and I mean, it's all just stuff, and you're lucky to have your life. That's certainly true, but nothing more than a fire is going to make you get back to the basics, right? Realize what is most important in life. And anyway, I just really feel the burden of the news headlines right now. Okay, back to basics. Trying to decide. I'm not really positive I know what I'm going to do with these other ones, so let me just see if something jumps out at me quick. If I don't use them all today, that's fine too. Just trying to think of... I'm going to leave it there since I don't have a solid plan for where to put the other ones. I did pretty good. I got several of them done. I have 3 left, so we'll use those on another project. Or I actually have a little bin where I store cutout words and cutout magazine pictures. I have another one where I just have color swatches out of magazines. So fun stuff. I like to save all the little... I harvest from magazines quite regularly, so... Magazines are fun to use in a whole bunch of ways. Today I mostly focused on using words out of magazines, but pictures are fun to use, whatever you like. Just lots of journal fodder in a magazine. All right, well, thanks for watching. I appreciate you taking the time to join me today, and I will see you in the next video. God bless you. Bye.